Welcome back to a daily dose of good news. Have you ever watched the film Home Alone? A young boy gets left behind in the States as his family fly off to Paris. How can this happen, you ask? Well, all you need is a crowd of people, a bit of a rush, and a lack of care. Let's hear about Jesus' Home Alone story. Every year, his parents went to Jerusalem for the feast of the Passover. When he was 12 years old, they went up to the feast, according to the custom. After the feast was over, while his parents were returning home, the boy Jesus stayed behind in Jerusalem, but they were unaware of it. Thinking he was in their company, they travelled on for a day. Then they began looking for him among their relatives and friends. When they did not find him, they went back to Jerusalem to look for him. After 3 days, they found him in the temple courts, sitting among the teachers, listening to them and asking them questions. Everyone who heard him was amazed at his understanding and his answers. When his parents saw him, they were astonished. His mother said to him, "Son, why have you treated us like this? Your father and I have been anxiously searching for you." "Why were you searching for me?" he asked. "Didn't you know I had to be in my father's house?" But they did not understand what he was saying to them. Then he went down to Nazareth with them and was obedient to them. But his mother treasured all these things in her heart. And Jesus grew in wisdom and stature and in favour with God and men. If you watched the original Home Alone film back in 1990 or maybe more recently, I'm sure you thought, like I did, that could never really happen in real life. But Jesus had 4 days in Jerusalem before his parents found him. What did he eat? Where did he sleep? Did none of the teachers in the temple ask him where his parents were? What must his parents have been going through? If you've misplaced your child in a supermarket or they have wandered off in a shopping centre, panic quickly rises. Imagine that panic lasting and growing for 4 days. And on top of that, how must Mary have felt, knowing she had been entrusted with the Son of God, and now she's managed to lose him? Jesus was at peace. He didn't have any of the trouble Macaulay Culkin had in Home Alone. He was in his Father's house. Even at the young age of 12, Jesus' connection with his Heavenly Father was strong. He wasn't lost. He wasn't in a panic. He was where he needed to be, in his Heavenly Father's presence. See you tomorrow.